What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another CZN video. And as you guys can see, I did hit level 40 finally. I've been pretty much max refreshing with everything just to rush level 40, and I've been saying this in a ton of my videos in the past on this game because this is where the game really starts. And I see a lot of people grinding, chaos and stuff like that, even some memory fragments beforehand. But I'm going to show you guys why hitting level 40 is like where you want to spend most of your time, and you don't really want to get burnt out before then. So the reason why level 40 is so important is because you start unlocking the really important farming stages. So for like everything else, it doesn't really matter too much because these drop at level 30, I think. But starting at level 40, this is where you start getting the really, really good legendary memory fragments. These are basically your late game pieces. If you click this, even though at the higher levels you will get higher chance on it, you're going to see even at level 10 it's still going to be capped at this orange legendary piece. So because of this is where you start farming those really good memory fragments, and it's going to be very important because of chaos. Now a lot of people just looked at the normal form of chaos and they thought that, or I guess most people thought, it's not really wrong to think that way, that it's going to scale pretty linearly, right? You're just going up the rankings, right? You're just going, 10 levels at a time, and eventually, you get to the end and you can start farming your really good builds here. Well, the thing is, this is just the early game portion of the game. This part of chaos is mostly just to get your quests done. The real grind is going to start when you unlock Zero System at level 40, which is the second biggest reason, actually probably the biggest reason why you need to, not you need to, but you want to kind of save your energy and kind of not get burnt out before then. And I'll actually show you guys why. So Zero System is essentially another form of chaos mode. This area of content is going to give you way better save data and actually unlock the potential of your full decks. And it's going to have this like rotating path, so you want to actually complete this if you can, because you just get a ton of currency, right? Not like the best rewards ever, but still decent rewards. And the most important thing is it does have like achievements where you can get even more crystals, which is very important. And you can even do some upgrading to get more stats here with these chaos orbs, which you'll farm here. But besides that, the main goal is to get save data. And you're going to see the easiest one starting at level 40 is here. And this is going to give you normal save data, and it'll give you 5% extra rare fate occurrences. And those are going to be the ones where you get those divine epiphanies, those super OP cards. And compared to the regular chaos mode, you're going to see that it doesn't have that 5% increase, which you might not think is a big deal, right? And you also might be thinking, oh, I'm still getting this normal save data value, right? Why does it matter if I farm the super hard stage? Well, at level 6, the highest difficulty as of now, it caps at normal. And you're going to see when you actually get to this Zero System, you'll be able to basically create these systems where you can increase it. So, just comparing right now, you're getting normal for both at level 40, but you're getting 5% extra rare fate occurrences, which is a decent bonus, not like the most important thing. But if you actually start merging currencies together to form different systems or codexes, which I'll talk about later once everyone is at level 40, you're going to see you can unlock stages like this. And I can enter this right now. I'm not going to do it because I'm not geared enough to do it because I just hit 40 and I still have to upgrade my potentials and my memory fragments. But you'll see that this is where you can get high save data value. And this is going to be very different from normal chaos because you are just able to just get a lot of different stuff. So you can kind of see this is where the real grind begins, and the debuffs that you get here are a lot more difficult. And because you can't even bring your save data into this, you're going to see that the save data that you farmed up until this point is mostly just going to be for farming simulations, which is decent, and also to get a feel for your characters, which is also the most important part. That is going to end up getting replaced by all of these endgame save data builds from this area. And the way you just get these like really hard stages with really good rewards is you basically have these 3 codexes and you can merge into slots. And you can even use this chaos orb, which you can get from doing it, to get higher difficulty levels, I believe. But for now, you're going to see like if you merge with just your currency, you can see that you can roll into one of 3. And this one is a pretty easy selection. You can see that there's going to be like not as many debuffs, but you still get high save data value and increased rare fate occurrences. You can see there's a lot of different things. You're going to want to choose the one that's best for you. Honestly, I'm probably going to choose like this one because it's the lowest level, because it's probably the easiest for me. I assume the way this works is like the high level ones will just have better save data value, and this like high like green text here is kind of like a value range, not like a specific, you know, value. So this one probably will have better gear than this, and like so forth. So this is basically what you want to prepare for at level 40. So I just wanted to talk about this today because it's something that you should know. Spamming your chaos runs to get the best decks right now might help you with your simulations and like battle missions and stuff like that, but you are going to get the majority of your late game decks from this area of content here. And I think a lot of people didn't know about it because, you know, not a lot of people got to level 40 yet. So just wanted to tell you guys. But, you know, when I chose this one, you can see on your screen here, I even got like this selection, and it's pretty consistent. You can see that the high save data value areas are going to be very plentiful. So it's not like you get bad RNG and get screwed over. I mean, you can, but you know, you definitely have to prepare for what's coming. So what do I recommend? Well, until level 40, you should definitely farm as much as you can. And I've definitely recommended this in my previous videos, but for the most part, you're going to want to spend most of your energy in potential farming, and also like partner farming, and also combatant farming. And when I mean like partner and combatant farming, like the mats to upgrade them, because as soon as you hit 40, you're going to hard pivot into farming these memory fragments to just get like the best gear possible. And then after that, that is when you're going to start to tackle the hard stages of, you know, chaos. Now, I'm not making this video to tell you guys what to do. Obviously, everyone's a grown-ass adult, so we're all playing a video game. You guys can pretty much choose how you want to farm. If you want to do chaos mode regularly because it's fun, it's not really a waste of time because, as I mentioned earlier, you do test out a lot of builds. And that way, I think like the best thing about it is after you test out those builds, once you go into zero system, which is where you're farming this really, you know, high quality, you know, decks and stuff like that, you're going to know exactly what to choose and how to build your decks for what you want, right? Not for what other people say is good. Because the most important thing is just building the decks that you want to build, because it's a PvE game, right? It's mostly for single player. Actually, it's solely for single player enjoyment. So that's like a big thing that, you know, is a good thing about doing the early stages of chaos manifestation to kind of like practice builds and stuff like that. And also, of course, you are just getting rewards, right? You're not going to be spamming the other game mode, right? You're going to be spamming this for the most part, and you'll be able to get, you know, a lot of rewards and crystals that way. So it's really up to you how you want to tackle it, but this is the approach I did up until now, and I think now it's time to start farming a lot of memory fragments and get into the, you know, higher end of chaos, into the new game mode, zero system. But yeah, just let me know in the comments down below what your guys' plans are up until level 40 and what you plan to do after, because I'm very curious, because there's no real right answer because beta didn't really get to this point. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.